So today I'm going to be showing you my go-to natural beauty routine for the daytime. I'm going to be using all clean skincare and beauty products today. I asked a little while ago on my Instagram, I posted a photo of me wearing this look and asked if you guys wanted to see a tutorial on it, and a couple of you replied and said yes, and it was something that I wanted to film anyway, so here we are. It's my first YouTube video. I'm a little bit scared, a little bit awkward talking in front of the camera. It's definitely going to take some getting used to, but it is something that I wanted to do for a long time, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So if you want to see how I get this kind of fresh, beautiful, natural daytime look, then just keep watching. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Emily, and for the past year or maybe even 2 years, I have been working to try and simplify my life. And I've been documenting that journey over on my blog, which is called Emily Lightly, and you can go there to emilylightly.com and check that out. So the whole process of simplifying my life kind of started with my closet, but now it's also kind of overflowed into other areas of my life, and that includes beauty. So I really tried to simplify my makeup routine. I used to have a huge problem with buying tons and tons of makeup. I still have tons of makeup, but I'm just working on moving forward, not buying a lot of it, and also trying to be a little bit more conscious about the products that I am buying, so making sure that they're at the very least cruelty-free, but also trying to make sure that they're a little bit more sustainably made if possible, using organic ingredients. I love now that Sephora has that whole kind of clean at Sephora or green at Sephora. It's like the little leaf icon that you see on a lot of the products, so if they are kind of more like green beauty or clean beauty, it tells you right away. I've been doing a lot of research on that, kind of slowly moving my makeup routine over to more clean, more like healthy, less toxic products. So today I'm going to show you my natural sort of daytime look. Most days, to be honest, I don't actually wear a ton of makeup, so this is more if I was working in an office, for example, and was kind of like more around people all day. I work from home, so it's not that big of a deal for me, and I like to give my skin a break and not really wear too much makeup a lot of the time. This would be perfect for kind of just like a more general daytime look if you do like to wear a little bit of makeup. If you're, like I say, working in an office, if you have some errands to run, you're heading out of the house for the day, or you're out for brunch or something like that. So it's very low maintenance, very low key, and using all clean products. So the first thing that I'm going to start with is a face spray, and this used to be the Herbivore Rose Hibiscus Coconut Water Hydrating Face Mist, which I loved and used the whole bottle of. So now what's in here actually is a little rose water, distilled rose water solution that my boyfriend's mom made for me. So she just took some rose petals, which she picked from her garden, put them in a pot with some distilled water and boiled them for I think about 20 minutes. And so I just popped it in this bottle. I like to kind of hang on to little bottles and like little containers like this because I like to do a lot of kind of home-based DIY beauty fixes, especially when it comes to skincare. And these work really great for popping those in. So the first thing I'm going to do, actually get my hair out of the way. Oh, and I also added a couple drops of rose essential oil into this just to make it smell extra rosy because it's super nice. Before starting this video, by the way, I didn't have anything on my face. I had just cleansed it. And I always like to start off a routine like this with skincare, just because skincare is kind of the most important step for me in a beauty routine. Instead of kind of using a lot of makeup and using a ton of product to cover up imperfections and cover up your skin, I think it's more important to start with the skincare, making sure that your skin is healthy, and in that way you don't actually have to wear as much makeup. That's also one part of my kind of shift away from a lot of makeup. I still invest a lot in skincare. It's something that I enjoy, something that I think is important, something that makes me feel good, kind of like a little bit of self-care. So yeah, that's the facial spray. So I just start with that, and then you can just kind of like tap it in if it's not fully absorbed yet, but it feels super nice, especially in this heat. So the next thing I'm going to use is the Ren Radiance Perfection Serum. This is Ren Clean Skincare. This is my first Ren product, or is it REN? I don't know. I really like this serum actually. I'm really into like the kind of glowy skin sort of look. And I've got my mirror here, so I'm just going to look. But this I actually notice a huge difference with on my skin. Like some products, you know, you get and they're like, oh, this will give you so much glow, and then you put it on and you don't really notice. This one, for sure, I notice a huge difference when I wear it. My skin definitely looks a lot more luminous and glowy, which is something that I'm going for. So And my last kind of skincare step is to apply moisturizer with some SPF. So I like to use the Eminence Tropical Vanilla Day Cream. Eminence is an organic skincare company, and their products are a bit pricey, to be honest. If you're looking for kind of lower budget option for skincare, I also love Sukin, but I don't think that they have a moisturizer with SPF. And this one has broad spectrum SPF 32 sunscreen. So I just take a little bit of this on my finger and just smooth it out all over the face. And this one I think does have a little bit of a white cast to it, so just be wary of that, but at least you know then that it's actually protecting your skin from the sun. And any excess I like to just rub off on the back of my hands, kind of down the neck, and just smooth it all out. It smells so good too, by the way. I don't know what they've got in this tropical vanilla, it says, but it smells just so like coconutty and just like, you know how some scents can just kind of like bring you straight back to a vacation? That's exactly what this is like. Okay, so our skincare is done, and I'm gonna get started with the makeup. I'm only gonna use, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 products, so not a ton. Like I said, I don't like to wear a lot of makeup day to day anyway, and I won't be using foundation as well. So that's one thing. If you do like to use foundation, you can feel free to include that here, but I find when you're taking really good care of your skin, you actually don't need it. So I just got a couple of blemishes and a little bit of scarring because my skin scars quite easily that I need to cover up, and just a little bit of darkness under my eyes, but after that, like the rest of my skin is fine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use the RMS Beauty, it's their Un-Cover Up in shade 11. I love RMS. I just started using their products a little while ago, and they're just so nice. Especially if you're going for that kind of like glowy, dewy look. They've got a lot of cream products, and I don't like putting a ton of powders on my face. It just kind of shows up like all the little textures on your face. Like you really have to make sure that your skin is really good, I feel, if you're using a lot of powder products and kind of layering them on. So using cream products is really nice to achieve a more kind of natural, kind of more skin-like finish instead of kind of powdery and cakey. So we're just going to go with that and just go in and cover up all of my little blemishes that I've got going on. And I just like to tap it into the skin kind of gently. You don't want to rub it and like move the product around too much. You really just want to place it down, like concentrated where you need it, and then just kind of pat out to smooth around the edges. And what I like about this is that it's not too full coverage. Like you still, even when you put it on, you still see a little bit of the imperfections, so it doesn't completely like erase them. It helps kind of hide them a little bit, but I don't feel like I'm completely lying with my face when I go out. It's just a little bit of slight coverage just to kind of even things out a little bit more. This stuff blends out so well too. And it does actually layer quite nicely, so if you do want like a little bit more full coverage, like you're not super comfortable with the more sheer kind of coverage, then you can kind of layer it up as well. I like to use my hands for a lot of these products too, but I think you could probably use brushes if you prefer. Just make sure if you are using your hands that you've washed them first. And then under my eyes as well. So you always want to make sure when you're doing your under eye area that you're using your ring finger because it's the lightest touch, it's your weakest finger. And the eye area is just super sensitive, and you don't want to pull at the skin there or be too rough with it because it'll cause wrinkles. Just a little bit there, and then I've got a little bit of discoloration just on the top of the lid, so I'm just going to do it up there as well. And that just really like helps to take away any of the darkness under your eye. I think they've only got about 7 shades in this concealer though, and they say that you can use it as like a concealer and also a foundation, so as far as I know that's not a great range of shades, which is unfortunate because it's a really nice product. But like I say, it is a little bit more sheer, so maybe the colors work a little bit more of a variety of skin tones, like one color can kind of suit more than one skin tone, but it would be nice if they had more shades, I think. So next I'm just going to put on a little bit of the RMS Lip2Cheek, and this is in the color Paradise, which is a nice sort of corally peachy pink color, and you do not need a lot of this stuff, like it's super bright. So I just like to, again, pat it into the skin. I'm not really like swiping with my fingers. I'm just kind of putting the color down where I want it and then patting out the edges to blend it out. And using your hands on these products is nice as well because it helps to warm it up, so it's a lot easier to blend it as opposed to using a brush. So I'm just kind of patting that onto the apples of my cheeks for a little bit of blush. And this will look really red, probably right away on camera because my skin gets sensitive when I start poking at it and it starts to go really red. It's kind of like when you see in all those old movies when they pinch their cheeks, that's what happens to me. So it'll go down. It's not all product. And this just gives you like a really nice kind of healthy flush to your cheeks. And we're going to come back to that because it is their Lip2Cheek product, so I also sometimes use it on my lips during the day as well. But for now I'm going to finish off the skin by using the RMS Beauty Living Luminizer, which is their kind of highlight. And this product, oh my god, it's like my favorite thing ever. It's so good. I use it pretty much everywhere all over my face, which might be a little bit TMI for some people, but like I say, I do like that kind of glowy look. So I'm just starting on the high points of my cheekbones, and it's pretty subtle. I mean, you can tell that there's a highlight there, but it wears really beautifully throughout the day as well. So it really just makes your skin look like you've just got a really nice glow and just like such nice radiance. Like it's so beautiful. Okay, just a little bit on the tip of the nose and up the bridge of the nose. So I'm going to do a little bit in the corners of the eyes as well, just in the very inner corner. And all of these things that I'm doing are quite subtle, but they make a big difference. And it's, I think, more about enhancing your natural beauty for kind of a natural skincare look like this, as opposed to going really over the top and having a lot of fun and being super creative with it, which is also sometimes fun to do. Yeah, I love how that looks. It's just so glowy, so beautiful. Out of any highlighter I think that I've ever tried, this is still my favorite. Clean beauty, non-clean beauty, doesn't matter. It's just so good. Okay, so for eyebrows, I'm going to use the Pacifica Stunning Brows Eyebrow Gloss and Set. And this is just an eyebrow gel. For a natural makeup look, I prefer to use a brow gel like this over a pencil or something a little bit darker, just because I'm trying to kind of enhance my natural brows, just give them a little bit more definition, kind of thicken them up a little bit, but I'm not really changing the shape too much or making them bigger or anything like that, just for a natural look. This isn't the best kind of brow product that I've tried, but it is one of the only clean beauty ones that I've been able to find. So if you have any brands or know of any brands that sell a really good brow gel like this, like brow mascara, and they're a clean beauty brand, then definitely let me know in the comments because I'd be very interested to try it. This one works, but I feel like it doesn't hold very well throughout the day. Get all these little hairs at the front here, which I am trying to grow back because I completely overplucked my eyebrows when I was in high school. Yeah, so I'm using a little DIY treatment at home. I use that every night, and I'm actually starting to see some hairs kind of pop up, and it's been years since I've seen hairs there, so I think it's working. So if you guys are interested in knowing that recipe, then just let me know in the comments and I'll do a video on it. So I like to kind of brush them up and then over. Okay, so that's done, super quick and easy. For mascara, so most of the time I actually probably wouldn't wear mascara. I just find it a little bit inconvenient. Yeah, just it kind of gets everywhere. It'll rub off or like come off on your under eyes, transfer, that sort of thing. It just kind of gets in a mess, and then you really have to like scrub it to take it off at night, which is just another step that, you know, I'm trying to simplify here. So I normally don't wear it, but for the purpose of this video, I'll show you what I would use if I was going to wear a mascara for the day. So again, it's Pacifica, and it's their Stellar Gaze Length and Strength Mineral Mascara. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on the top lashes, and I'll ignore the bottom for today. If I'm going out or doing kind of a heavier makeup look, then I normally do my bottom lashes, but not for a daytime look like this. And again, I'm not trying to make it look like I'm wearing a ton of mascara. I'm just trying to give it a little bit of lift, a little bit of definition, and darken them a little bit just because my eyelashes are blonde. Okay, that's done. For lips, normally, again, I don't really wear color on my lips during the day. Well, actually that's not true. Sometimes I do wear color on my lips, but I use more like balms, stuff like that. I won't wear like a lip liner and a lipstick and stuff, which if I'm going out at night, I normally would do lip liner and lipstick. So I have a couple of products here that I would use. The first is the Burt's Bees just Nourishing Lip Balm. This one has no color. This is basically the lip balm that I use every single day and just wear on a normal basis. If I did want a little bit of color, I also have this Burt's Bees Tinted Lip Balm in Hibiscus, which is kind of like kind of mauvey pink color, which is really nice. So I like this one as well. And then I could also use the same RMS Lip2Cheek that I used on my cheeks, which is a really nice color. So I think what I'm going to do is use a combination of the balm and the Lip2Cheek today to show you guys. So I just put on a little bit of the balm first, just to keep my lips hydrated. And then again, I'll just dip my finger into the little Lip2Cheek and just pat it on. Like a little bit of a tint, and it's quite sheer on the lips as well, which is really nice. But again, you could layer it up to get more color payoff on there. So here is the completed look. I hope you guys like it. I really love this look for daytime. I think it's just so fresh, so beautiful, still looks natural, doesn't look like you're wearing a ton of makeup, and also doesn't feel like you're wearing a ton of makeup. Like my skin feels just really nice and kind of hydrated and moisturized, and not like it's got tons of layers of kind of cakey product on it. So yeah, it's really comfortable and wears really well throughout the day. Look at that highlight. So thank you guys so much for watching today, and I'll hope to see you in my next video. Bye! Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna do this.